Assalamu alaikum, welcome to my channel. In this video I will talk about the most important topic as introduction to human anatomy. This topic is about the anatomical position and important anatomical terms and the anatomical planes. I will start with the anatomical position. If you are a group of students and I asked you to describe the anatomy of a part of the human body, every one of you will start to imagine the body in a position. This position will differ from one to another according to his imagination, so the description will be different from one person to another. The determination of a specific standard reference position of the human body used during description of the anatomy was very important and necessary to overcome this problem. This position is named anatomical position. In the anatomical position, the body is standing upright or erect. The face and the eyes are looking forward to ensure that the neck is straight, not flexed forward or extended backward. The hands are close to the sides with the palm looking forward. The palm is the front of the hand. The fingers are straight and the thumb is directed to outside. The feet are together, not closely approximated from each other or widely separated, with the toes directed forward. Now I will explain the anatomical terms which are necessary to facilitate the description of structures. The first term is the word anterior and posterior. Suppose that you have two structures inside the human body, structure A and structure B. Structure A lies close to the front of the body, while structure B lies close to the back of the body. When you describe structure A, you use the word anterior. Anterior means that structure A is near to the front of the body. And when you describe structure B, you use the word posterior. So posterior means that structure B is close to the back of the body. For example, the nose is anterior while the ear is posterior, as the nose lies in the front of the body while the ear lies close to the back of the body. In the fetus, you can't control his position. You can't make him stand upright, so it will be difficult to identify the anterior from the posterior. So in structure near the abdomen is named ventral, which replaces the word anterior. And in structure near the back of the fetus is described with the word dorsal, which replaces the word posterior. The hand has two surfaces, anterior surface and posterior surface. The anterior surface is named palm of the hand, while the posterior surface is named dorsum of the hand. If you have a structure near the palm of the hand, you describe it as palmar. If you have a structure near the dorsum of the hand, it is described with the word dorsal. So palmar means near the palm, dorsal means near the dorsum of the hand. The foot has two surfaces. The surface which touches the ground is named sole of the foot. Any structure in the foot close to the sole is described with the word plantar. This surface is named dorsum of the foot. Any structure close to it is described with the word dorsal. If you have two structures, like structure A and B, structure A lies above, close to the head, while structure B lies below, close to the foot. You describe structure A, which lies above, by the word superior or upper, while structure B that lies below is described with the word inferior or lower. So superior or upper means above, inferior or lower means below. For example, we have here the heart and the stomach. The heart lies above, close to the head. so it is described as superior or upper. While the stomach lies below, close to the feet, so it is described as inferior or lower. The words superior or upper, inferior or lower in the fetus are replaced with other words. In the fetus, any structure close to the head is described with the word cranial or cephalic instead of superior, and any structure close to the foot is described with the word caudal instead of inferior or lower. If we have three structures like A, B, and C, structure A lies in the midline. The midline is the line which divides the body into two equal right and left halves. Structure A is described with the word median. Median means in the midline. Structure B lies close to the midline, while structure C lies close to the side. Structure B is described with the word medial, which means close to the midline, while structure C is described with the word lateral, which means close to the side. So we have here three terms: median, medial, and lateral. Median in the midline, medial close to the midline, lateral close to the side. For example, the nose is median as it lies in the midline. The eye is medial as it lies close to the midline, while the ear is lateral as it lies at the side. The site where the upper and the lower limbs arise from the trunk is named root of the limb, this side and this one. When you have two structures in a limb, in the upper limb or the lower limb, these two structures, one of them is close to the root, while the other lies away from the root. The structure near the root is described with the word proximal, while the structure away from the root is described with the word distal. So proximal means near the root, while distal means away from the root. The words proximal and distal are not applied to limbs only. They can be applied also to any structure having an origin or beginning, like this artery. This is the beginning or the origin of the artery. If you have 2 points, this one and this one, this point lies near the origin of the artery. It is described with the word proximal, while this one lies away from the origin. It is described with the word distal. So proximal and distal here mean near and away from the structure origin respectively. The next term is the words central and peripheral. For example, we have here the umbilicus at the center of the body. Any structure close to the umbilicus will be described with the word central, while the structures away from the umbilicus in any direction are described with the word peripheral. The next term is internal and external. If you have a solid organ like the liver or a hollow organ having a cavity like the stomach, any structure inside the substance of the liver or inside the cavity of the stomach is described with the word internal, while any structure outside any one of them is described with the word external. When you have two structures in the same side of the body, either in the right side or in the left side, like the heart and the stomach here, you describe their relation as ipsilateral, which means that the two structures lie in the same side of the body. While if you have a structure, for example, in the right side as this right kidney, and another structure on the left side like the heart or the stomach, you describe the relation of the kidney to the heart or the relation of the right kidney to the stomach as contralateral, which means that the kidney on the right side while the heart or the stomach in the left side. The next term is superficial and deep. For example, you have the skin at the surface of your body. It is described with the word superficial, while the organs which lie inside the body at the depths of the body are described with the word deep. So superficial means at the surface, while deep means inside the body, at the depths of the body. Finally, what about the anatomical planes? To describe the anatomy of the structures which lie deep inside the human body, you have to take planes, anatomical planes. These anatomical planes are of two types: vertical, like the plane in the red color and the plane in the blue color, or horizontal, like the green one. Let's start with the plane in the red color. We can see here that this plane divides the body into two equal right and left halves. It passes through the midline of the body, so it is described as median plane or midsaggital plane. You can take unlimited number of vertical planes parallel to the median plane on the right side or in the left side. These planes are named paraSaggital, and each one of them divides the body into two parts, right part and left part, and the two parts are unequal. So we have a single median or midsaggital plane passing through the midline of the body, dividing it into two equal right and left halves, and unlimited number of paraSaggital planes in the right or the left sides parallel to the median plane, dividing the body into unequal right and left parts. The vertical plane in the blue color lies perpendicular to the median or the midsaggital plane. When you look to the body from the side, as in this picture, you can see this plane. It divides the body into anterior and posterior parts. It is named coronal plane. Coronal refers to the crown, the site where you put the crown. You have unlimited number of coronal planes. The plane in the green color passes transversely through the body and divides it into two parts. A part superior to it and another part inferior to it. This plane is named transverse plane or axial plane or horizontal plane. And you have unlimited number of transverse planes, as you can take this plane at many levels. So in this figure we can enumerate the planes again. The plane in the red color is the median plane or the midsaggital plane. On its left side here, the plane in the yellow color is the paraSaggital plane, which lies parallel to the median or the midsaggital plane. The plane in the blue color perpendicular to the median plane is the coronal plane. It has also another name. It is named frontal plane, coronal or frontal. And the plane in the green color is named transverse plane or axial or horizontal plane. I have finished. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share my videos. See you in the next video. Thank you.